what the internet critics and the internet audience scored this movie on a scale of 0 to 100. So you'll be giving us two different scores, and whoever is the closest to the score on the internet will get a point, and then they get to pick the next movie. The only thing about picking the next movie is that the other two contestants have to be familiar with the movie. They may not have seen it, but if they're familiar with it, then it still counts.
But if me and your boy say, we say, the chat, if the chat unanimously or overwhelmingly says we got to do that movie, then that means you definitely got to do homework and we're doing the movie.
All right, so let's go ahead and get all three of our everybody here to request the box. It'll be awesome. All right, we got our first contestant here. Everybody, please give it up for Flirty Danny. Oh, Danny, hello.
Hello.
All
What's
right,
up,
next
Danny?
up here we've got. Oh my gosh, why is my okay? Here we go. Don't do this to me. There.
Thanks, Jordan.
All right, now
And
does
what?
anybody have any questions before we get the show started?
Nope.
I love it.
We are
I love
good.
it. We got a crowd that listens. This is, we don't get that very often. We're already off to a good start here. I like it. All right, creature, you're gonna kick us off with the first movie. What do you got for us?
The first movie is going to be Joe Dirt. Joe Dirt.
Everybody's seen Joe Dirt. We're
No, but
starting.
I
We're
know
starting
it.
with real high class quality movies here.
I'm
To
about to go to the freaking. I'm about to go straight to the comments. Like, wow. Okay. Let's see here. Let's try Twilight.
Ooh. hmm Yeah.
All
I
right.
see.
Well,
I
y'all,
see head
y'all
nods.
remember, as long as you're familiar or have heard of the movie, something like that. It's not if you has seen it. You got to remember that.
All right, so let's start this off with an interesting question for Flirty Danny. Danny, were you Team Jacob or were you? Guys, help me. Who's the other person?
Team Edward.
Team.
Edward.
Thank you.
I was
Thank
Team
you.
Jacob.
All right. Do you have a favorite
Edward.
scene from that movie by any chance?
A favorite what?
A favorite scene, a favorite part? Is anything that you remember from that movie?
Yeah. Honestly, I do like Alice in the whole series. So she was like my first woman crush I had. So I mainly was watching all the scenes with her in it, and when she would have her like visions in the house, with all the other vampires around, would be would be kind of interesting for me, mainly.
Nice. I love it. I love it. All right. So now let's get to what the show is all about. What do you think the critics on a scale of 0 to 100 scored this movie?
Mm. I'm thinking probably like an 80,
Okay. And what do you think the audience scored this movie on a scale of 0 to 100?
probably 100 because there were so many Team Edward and Team Jacob fans out there.
All right, going with a 100%. I like it. I like it.
Go
The
hard, go
I
home,
like the
baby.
confidence here. All right. So, Jubilee, what do you remember from the movie Twilight?
I remember the scene where she's about to get hit by the car and Edward saves her, and then they fall in love.
Boom, with the hand, just slam right into the truck.
hmm That was pretty dope.
I don't think Jacob liked that part. I'm just saying.
You didn't see it. Nobody saw it. That's the cool part. It was just between the two of them. It was an
No,
intimate
Jacob
moment.
thought. Jacob is yeah, look, man, you gotta think. He sees everything. He's that werewolf, bro. He can see it all.
Boo.
I love it. All right, so now, sa- same question goes to you. What do you think the critics scored this movie on a scale of 0 to 100?
I'm gonna say 70 because you know critics are mean. And then
Okay.
audience, I'll probably say 90, 70, 90.
90.
All right.
All right,
And
Nugget.
just a fun fact, that movie was filmed really close to where I live, so I get to hear about this all the time.
Oh, so I'm glad we started off with something, right in your wheel well. Panda, what do you remember from Twilight?
My favorite scene is probably on the baseball field with Alice. Yeah, it's probably my favorite.
I can't hear, but all right.
You might need to speak up just a smidge.
The baseball scene with Alice.
Oh, okay.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah.
Love it, love it. All right, so now, what do you think the critics scored this movie on a scale of
Um,
0 to 100?
I want to say probably 60.
Okay. And what do you think the audience scored this movie?
Probably like 80.
Everybody in the chat, that's commenting and stuff, like, y'all can do this, everything. Look, all y'all have to do is hit up Emoji J or Vampy or Micah, and y'all can be on the show just as easy. All right. So just remember that don't leave, because you can see how it goes. And just don't forget, y'all, rapid fire round at the end. It's anybody's game.
That part. Here we go. Twilight. The critics gave this movie a 49%.
Dang.
The audience gave this movie a 72%. Point is going to Panda.
All right.
Panda,
Yeah.
welcome to the board.
It's on you to pick a movie now. Ha I'm willing to laugh at this. I'm gonna have fun with y'all.
Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast. Tale as old as time.
Everybody familiar?
Yes.
All right, that's what I want to hear. Let's go. All right.
All right. Well, you know what, there, Panda? I want you to be our guest and tell us what you remember from that movie.
The Dancing Candlestick. I think his name is like Lumiere.
Luminaire? Lumiere?
Yeah.
Lumiere is
Yeah.
my dog. I love him. Oh my God. I could talk about that little candlestick for hours.
That little candlestick just kept burning and burning and burning. Just saying.
All right. So what do you think the critics scored
Uh,
this movie?
I'm gonna go with like a good 80.
You going with an 80?
An 80, yeah.
All right.
And what do you think the audience scored the movie?
Mm, I'm gonna go 95.
95.
All right.
Sorry, y'all. My tears.
Danny, what do you remember from Beauty and the Beast?
Okay, so I'm familiar with the movie and the show, so basing this off of the show a little bit. What I remember from the movie is my favorite characters is the teacup and the tea kettle.
Mrs. Potts or Spot?
Both, just both of
Yeah,
them.
I love
I
Spot.
have most of my memories.
Or
from
Chip.
the
I'm sorry, it
show
wasn't
from
Spit.
the
It was
movie.
Chip.
Okay, is from those two. Um, Absolutely my two favorite Disney characters still to today. So
I love that. Awesome. All right. Well, first of all, I don't know if anybody know this, but Mrs. Potts was played by, I believe, what's her name? Oh, I forgot her name.
Angela Lansbury.
Thank you, who is like the voice of our childhood, and I love that woman. So now, what do you think the critics and the audience scored this movie?
Wow.
so I'm gonna go with critics. I'm gonna go with 60, 65. Yeah, 65%. 65.
65.
Yes.
60, 65. Okay.
Yeah. And audience, I'm gonna say uh we'll do 80. We'll do 80.
Okay. All right. All right.
All
You
right.
messed me up with that one. All right. Jubilee.
Jubilee. What do you remember from the movie?
I
Beauty
think
and the
my
Beast.
favorite part is when they were had that whole song sequence where they were falling in love. You know, like they were realizing that they actually love each other. I love that so much. Um,
Okay. Yeah.
critics,
Well,
I'm gonna
I think that's when they're dancing in the ballroom, right?
yeah. Even before that, like they were having a snowball fight. She's teaching him how to eat without his, blah blah blah, and just the whole thing. I love it. I love that whole part. Um, critics, I'm gonna say 85%. Audience, I'm gonna say 95%. 85, 95.
85, 85, 95.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I mean, they've won an award, an Oscar award, so
So, fun fact about, or it's not a fun fact, but something that I feel about this movie. I never thought that Gaston was a bad guy in this movie. Like, the town convinced him to go up there. They sang a whole song while he was drunk in a bar to get him to go up there and like kill a beast. He is not the bad guy in this movie. He was manipulated with alcohol and song and dance.
True.
I don't think it's fair to him because then he ends up falling to his death. And I love Gaston.
You say so.
Anyway, I digress. The critics gave this movie a 93%. The audience gave this movie a 93%. Jubilee on the board.
Woohoo! Not a 0.
Jubilee, welcome to the board.
Thank you.
And now you get to pick the next movie.
Oi, I always forget this part. Let's go with.
Now, hold on. It's okay. If
yes.
you'd like, you can always pass the creature who can pick a movie for you.
Yeah, let's pass it to Creature.
All right. How about Free Willy? Would you like to do your 15 minutes in?
Oh, that's right. I got to hit the promo real quick. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Center of the Score. I'm your host, your boy, and this is my beautiful co-host, Creature. What we do on the show is we talk about movies. We go on the internet and figure out what the internet critics and the internet audience score these movies on a scale of 0 to 100. But stick around, because in the next 25 minutes, we're going to go to the rapid fire round. We're going to stop talking about the movies, and we're just going to keep scoring them. If you'd like to be on the show, please have my awesome man. We got Emoji J, Rampy, and Micah.
How about Free Willy, guys?
I didn't see that movie.
All
No,
right.
there's 2 no's for Free Willy.
Wow. Okay.
Small child basically commits a federal offense and releases a whale into the wild.
Shrek. I'm running out of movies here. I'm just saying. I'm like.
You just started. There's no way you ran out.
They're not gonna know the rest of them. Oh my God.
Are we good with Shrek, everyone?
Yeah.
They're
All right.
definitely
So,
not gonna
Jubilee,
know.
we're going to start with you. What do you remember
God.
from Shrek?
I love that movie. I think it was one of the first movies my kids went and saw at the drive-in theater. I loved all of it. So, I guess the part where Donkey is bugging the crap out of him, and he's like, "And in the morning, I'm making waffles." I love that
And
part.
in the morning, I'm making waffles. Now you see that? That is
let's
a
see.
nice. You see that boulder? That is a nice boulder.
I'm gonna go critics 88, audience 92.
Nice. Okay. All right, Panda, what do you remember?
Um, I remember when Shrek eats the eyeball or puts the eyeball in his like martini glass or whatever it was.
Oh, that's right. I think it is. That's like an eyeball in the martini glass. And he's having like a
Yeah.
little sludge martini. I love.
Um, and then I think I'm gonna go 89 for critics and probably like 98.
89, 98.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could pretty much scratch out 98% of my movies. I'm just saying.
Don't you dare. All right,
Yep.
there, Danny. What do you remember from the movie?
I think I like the scene where they're going into the land and Donkey's exploring the like theme park type area.
Wash your hands, wipe your face.
So, um, audience, I would say I'll go with 75%, and critics,
Okay.
I would say 50.
What was
Audience.
your Go ahead, DJ. What
Did
now?
you say 50 for the audience?
50 for the critics, the audience 75.
All right. Okay. I thought I had it right. All right. It's bad when I'm writing down movies that and I already got a whole list. That's horrible. I'm just
You
saying.
don't know. You don't know what you're getting yourself into yet. You have no idea. That's erroneous.
Oh god. This is gonna be bad.
By the way, Shrek came out in 2001, and my two favorite scenes, if I do say so myself, both have Lord Farquaad in them. One of them is where he's talking to the people and goes, "Some of you may die, and that is a risk that I'm willing to take." And then the second one is with the gingerbread man, where he's like, "Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the." He's like, "You're a monster." Spits it. He tells him to eat me and spits in his face. Oh, I loved it. The critics gave this movie an 84%. The audience gave this movie an 87%, winning by only 7 points. Jubilee taking her second point.
Oh, yay. Thank you.
You got a
Okay, I
movie
actually
for us? Would
figured
you
out
like
a
to pass
movie.
back to Creature?
How about Princess Bride? Yeah?
As you wish.
Princess what?
The Princess Bride?
Oh. Sound like she said
Oh, I
Princess
love
Bride.
this movie.
Is that
Anybody
is
want
that
a
what they
peanut?
throw at like brides or whatever? Like,
All right.
Princess
So, let's hear about what is your favorite part of the Adventures of Buttercup?
I think my favorite part is the whole the part where they were visiting the miracle guy, Billy Crystal's character.
Oh, Billy Crystal. No, he's only half dead. He's only half dead.
Mostly dead.
Mostly dead. Mostly dead.
Mostly dead, yeah. I love that part.
All right, I love it. I love it. All right, so no, when the wife comes out there, she's like, liar, liar.
Let's see. I'm gonna have to say the critics probably didn't like it that much. And this is back in the late 80s. Um, I'm gonna say critics gave it like a 72, and the audience probably liked it more. So I'm gonna give it about an 80.
all right.
All right, Panda, what do you remember?
Um, if it's the movie I'm thinking of, wasn't there a scene where like they had poison in one cup?
Yeah, inconceivable.
Yes, yes, yes. Probably
You
that
know
one.
that I know that you know that you think that I take the potion over there and put it here, but you know that I thought that, so I'm not gonna do that.
And I'm gonna say the critics probably gave it like a 68, and
68.
I think, yeah, and I think the audience probably liked it a little bit more.
They were
Sorry,
affairs of
I don't know why it's
state.
playing the
But I've got
sound
my
effect.
country's 500th
Sorry,
anniversary to
sorry.
plan, my
It's
wedding to
playing the
arrange,
intro and it won't
my
stop.
wife to murder, and Gilda to frame for it. I'm
Ah!
swamped.
There we go. Okay, I'm sorry. What were your scores?
68,
68
and
so far.
I think that the audience liked it a little bit better, so I'm gonna go with like a 75.
75. All right. All right, there, Danny. What do you remember?
Don't remember much, but I have seen memes with the whole Lyle thing, so I'm just gonna go with that scene. So, I would say critics rated that. I'm gonna say 82, and the audience, I would say 85.
I forgot that Fred Savage was in this movie. He's the
hmm
kid who they tell the story to. But also, never forget that marriage is about love. The critics gave this movie a 78%. The audience gave this movie an 85%. He may not have seen the whole movie, but he's got a point. Danny with the point.
Good job, Danny.
Welcome to the board, Danny. Now, you get to pick the next movie.
Okay. Thinking of
What'd
Alice
you say,
in Wonderland.
72, 85?
It was 78-85.
78, 85. I'm sorry. I thought you said 72, 85. Sorry.
That would have been a much different score.
I know. That's what I was like, what? All right. Go ahead, Danny.
Alice in Wonderland, the real life with Johnny
The
Depp.
one with Kristen Stewart.
I get the vibe.
Yes.
Sorry, guys. I didn't know the vibe that we were going on tonight. Sorry. Thanks for letting me know ahead of time. But let's go.
Now you know. Are you happy? Because now you know.
I'm not happy. No, I'm not. Did an hour of preparation for nothing.
Well, the show is live. That's why we do it on the fly, baby.
We do it
All
on
right.
the
So
fly.
Alice in Wonderland. Or I mean, I don't know why I said Kristen Stewart. I meant Johnny Depp. You're talking about the Johnny Depp movie, right?
Yes.
Okay. Have everyone seen the Johnny Depp Alice in Wonderland? It is creepy.
No,
Very creepy.
That is
no,
cool.
no.
No, Kristen Stewart was in a different one. She was in that something else. No, she was not in that. I messed up the name.
Snow White.
Yeah, she's
No.
in Snow White. It's
I haven't seen
Mia
it.
Wasikowska.
I haven't seen it.
We don't care if you've seen it. They all seen it. All right, Danny, what do you remember from that movie?
I loved the scene with the Queen of Hearts on the chessboard. I thought that was really cool how they did that. I would say um critics was talking, I'm gonna say 75% critics, audience 95, mainly because of the special effects.
You're going 75, 95?
Okay. All right. Cool, cool, cool. I feel you. I feel you. I'm glad y'all are picking movies, is all I got to say. I am so glad.
Kimberly, what do you remember?
Not much. I was a little inebriated when I watched that movie the one and only time, but I do remember the treasure cat.
Let's go!
Creepy as hell. I'm gonna say the critics didn't like it that much because I don't remember it getting good reviews. So I'm gonna say 65% critics, probably 84 for audience.
65, 84. All right. All right, Panda. What do you remember?
Um, I think my favorite part is when the Queen of Hearts says off with their head, off with her head. Yeah.
Off with her head. Off with her head. I can't
Um,
even do it. I can't even do it right. I know exactly what you're talking about. Off
and
with
I'm
her
gonna
head.
give it like critics. I want to say they gave it maybe like a 89, and I want to say audience gave it about like a 95.
89.95. Okay. Alright. Some could be close, to be honest. Actually, could be close. Jubilee's right in the middle. Yeah, this one's
That's a
got
good place to be because
Yeah.
the critics gave this movie a 50%.
Mm.
The audience gave this movie a 55%. Right in the middle is where she needed to be because she gets the points. Jubilee. Now,
Yep.
before you pick your next movie, there, Jubilee, I just need to do this really quick. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cinema Score. I'm your host, your boy. This is my beautiful co-host, Creature. What we do on the show is we talk about movies. We go on the internet and figure out the internet critics and the internet audience score these movies on a scale of 0 to 100. Please stick around because the next 15 minutes we're going to go into our rapid fire round. We're going to stop talking about movies and we're going to start scoring them. If you'd like to be on the show, please tell my wonderful admins. We have Emoji J, Micah, and Vampy. Now, what do you think for our next movie?
I don't know. I'm kind of thinking we should keep going with the whole family friendly here. What about Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
The original?
Wait, I haven't seen the new one.
The
Oh
what,
no!
honey? The what panther?
Hold on.
The new one? You haven't seen the new one?
Everybody pause. So you're not familiar with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Like you've never heard of it? You never heard people talk about it or anything like that?
Not the new one, no.
No, it's not the new
You can go
one.
with the
Is
old
it the
one.
new one?
No, we're
Yeah.
doing the old one with
Charlie
Gene
the-
Wilder.
Oh, okay. The other one,
Yeah,
yeah,
I think-
we're
Yeah, we
fine.
can. The original.
Let's go! Let's
Charlie
go!
That's familiar, guys. Okay, so just as long as you've heard about it, talked with someone heard someone talk about it, had discussion, anything like that, that's familiar. All right, so we go with it. Okay, all right, let's roll. It's on you, Jubilee.
Let's see. I remember. I think my favorite scenes when he actually gets the golden ticket and like just the look of happiness and wonderment, and he's just so excited. That's just always. stuck
Yeah,
with
that
me.
grandpa really shot out of that bed out of nowhere, didn't he?
I swear to God, he did, boy. What? What you got? What?
I'm gonna go with
Oh my God,
80%
my
critics.
legs are cured.
I'm gonna go 80% critics, 85 with the audience.
What is that again?
80,
80%
85.
critics, 85.
85. Awesome. All right. Panda, what do you remember?
When the girl who's obsessed with chewing gum turns into a big blueberry. That's my favorite
Hold on.
part.
I think I can do a
I'm
pretty
so
good
waiting for
representation
somebody
of
to
this
just
movie,
say the saying. That's all I'm waiting for.
Violet, you're turning violet. Violet, yeah.
No. Come on, guys. Come
Um,
on.
And
Yeah,
I'm
the
gonna
Oompa Loompas
go
were definitely clutch.
like 90 for critics and
90?
like yeah, like 85.
90 and 85. All right.
Yeah.
Danny.
Okay. My favorite part would probably be, or the part I remember the most, is honestly TV, Mike, and him getting shrunk down and like just the song too. I liked his song, to be honest. I thought it was funny. Um, Okay, I'm gonna go thinking that maybe back then in this day and age they were nicer, so I want to do 90-90. 90 for audience, 90 for critics.
90-90. Okay. Right.
Now,
I got
there's a scene in the movie. You guys probably remember this, but it's a
285.
fun fact about this scene that I'm going to play for a second here. They did not. The actors did not know Gene Wilder was going to do this.
There's no earthly way of knowing which
He
direction
ad-libbed
we
this
are
during the
going.
scene, and it scared the living hell out of
There's
him.
no knowing where we're rowing or which way the river's flowing.
Yeah, that was all impromptu. Guys, this one between two of you was decided by 1 point.
I really got a good idea which two.
The audience gave this a 92%. The critics gave this an 87%, winning by 1 point. Panda.
Good job, Panda.
All
Right,
right,
Panda, what do you got for us here?
I don't know. Creature, you have any movies?
All right. Okay. How about 101 Dalmatians?
Which one?
We talking cartoon or Glenn Close?
Whichever one y'all know. How about them apples? Whichever
I
one
think so.
y'all know.
I've seen all of them.
You guys want to do the Glenn Close one, or you want to do the old one? Chat, what do we do? Are we doing Glenn Close or are we doing the cartoon? We'll leave this up to the chat.
All
Are
right.
we doing the
let's go
original
chat.
or the Glenn
Come on,
Close?
Come on. Hurry up. Come on.
All right,
The
I see
old
Glenn. All right, we're doing Glenn Close. So the 1996 version with Jeff
right.
Daniels and Glenn Close, which I loved. I saw that movie in theaters as a kid.
All right.
This is on Panda. What do you remember?
Not much. I remember Cruella de Vil, and she's mean. That's about it. That's all I remember about her.
I remember the long cigarettes she would smoke. She would have the long cigarette holder and be like, "Oh,
The big
why
furry
with this wretched man?"
and I'm gonna give it like, I want to say like an 85 for critic and maybe like a 70 for audience.
Say it again one more time.
I think I said
85 and what?
85, 70.
70. All right. Okay. All right, Danny.
Okay, so Cruella de Vil was my favorite villain. So pretty much, I remember most of the scenes with like horror in it. Not really too much of that movie, which is why I'm gonna say it's about maybe 40% for critics, audience maybe 50.
Come on, man. Wow.
Too much
Okay.
about it.
Hey, you might be right. You never know.
All
Okay.
right, there, Jubilee. What do you remember?
The puppies. They are so cute. They're so cute. I'm gonna say the critics. Whew, you said 96. Okay. They're probably.
I almost just spit my drink everywhere.
I'm gonna say 70. I bet you they were all just lukewarm on it. So 70.
70. Okay.
One of you almost nailed this.
Uh-oh.
The critics gave this movie a whopping 39%.
I was gonna say Danny. I
Ooh, Danny.
The audience gave it a 50% or 40%. Danny getting the point.
Danny.
go.
What movie you got on
Good
your
job, Danny.
brain?
Right? No, we don't do the rundown yet. I already did it. I did it. I did it at 30. How dare you?
Yeah, only 5 seconds. I mean, only 5 minutes till he does a rundown. Yeah, he's good. Danny, what movie you got on your brain?
I'm thinking, keeping it with Disney,
What?
Halloween Town. If anyone-
Oh my gosh, that's such a
I
good
didn't
movie.
see Halloween
Alright,
Town.
yeah. All right, you gotta
I'm
know.
sorry.
All right,
Okay.
all right. Do you strike one?
I'll go to Creature then, so I don't get any more strikes. I don't want to jinx myself.
Then that's no. If you just get 3 strikes, then Creature picks the movie. That's all that happens.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
good.
okay. The Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
All right, strike two.
Creature, pick a movie.
Okay. How about Jumanji?
Jumanji.
Right.
Robin Williams, right? We're all good with the Robin Williams one, right?
Yep.
All right. So that is
Right.
on Danny. Jumanji. What do you remember?
I remember probably my favorite scene out of that movie is the jungle coming alive in like the library area. And a
Oh yeah,
stampede
in the
going through
study in the
town.
house.
Yes. Stampede starting in the house and just going through town for the rest of the movie.
What year is it?
So I'm gonna say audience. Oh, is it critics first? Critics?
Yeah, critics first.
Critics first.
Okay. Critics. I'm gonna say 60%. I'm gonna say audience 75.
All right, Jubilee.
The monkeys scared me so much, but I loved them the
They
whole
were
thing.
so
Oh my gosh.
creepy.
I'm gonna say critics probably gave it a 72, and the audience loved it at 85. This is Robin Williams.
72 and what? 80.
85.
80. All right. Okay, Nugget.
My favorite part is when the monkeys stole the cop car and took off with it. And I'm gonna give it like a 70-90.
70 and 90. All right. Y'all are the hardest panel that I've ever had to please. I swear to God, this is getting up. I'm writing down movies as we talk. I'm just saying. So this is very fun. I'm just being honest.
Ooh, it's getting interesting here going into the rapid fire round here.
Yes, I know this. That's what I'm trying to get ready for. This is getting very, very, very hard.
The
yeah.
critics gave Jumanji a 39%.
Whoa.
Ouch.
Come on.
Ouch.
Not too much on Jumanji.
The audience gave it a 77%.
Oh, we know
Danny.
who that was.
With another point.
All right, we got enough time for one more. Danny, you got a movie?
Okay. Prayers for Bobby. No.
What
Creature?
in the world did you...
Prayers for it's an LGBT movie. Only thing that popped in my head.
Oh yeah, I never seen it.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Now I'm leaving it up to you because that's the only movie that's actually in my head right now.
Okay.
I
I've
have
got
the song of it in my
three
head.
on the top of my head.
Here we go, guys. We're gonna go with one we haven't used in a long time. Toy Story.
Ooh! It's, I don't even need to look it up, but... All right. Toy Story. We're going to start with Danny. What do you remember from the movie Toy Story?
Because Vampy, I have a whole list of movies that obviously are banned tonight. That's why.
I remember I like the moving scene with Buzz and Toy, like the flying in the air.
When they're in the rocket.
Yes.
They're like flying, yeah.
Um,
And then they make Andy feel like an absolute psycho patient because they're like, oh, wait, they
Yeah.
were here the whole time in the car. And he was like, I looked everywhere for this and they just magically appeared. He probably felt like such a crazy person.
and I bet you Butch is actually the one who went to the psychiatric hospital. Um, um, I'm gonna give this move. I'm probably gonna do 50-50 for both critics and audience. Middle ground.
All right, Jubilee, what do you remember?
My favorite part was when they were getting revenge back on the neighbor Sid, and like he's holding
Oh,
Woody,
Sid.
and then his head does like the exorcism thing, you know, and he's scared the crap out of that kid. That was my favorite part.
So
I'm gonna be
play
nicer. I think,
nice.
yeah, I think the critics and the audience. I'm gonna say 75-80.
All right, Panda, what do you remember?
Um, Slinky Dog trying to rescue
Slink?
the
Oh, Slink is my dog. Please play by Ernest.
um, and I'm gonna give it like a 70-80.
What was yours?
70-80.
70, 80?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's our first official prices right. She just slid right in between both of them. Like, I'm just gonna slip in here. Do a little prices right. The critics gave this movie a 100%. The audience gave this movie a 92%. Jubilee with the point. All right, guys, I got to get into my last rundown here real quick, and then we go into the rapid fire round.
Take your time. Take your time.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cinema Score. I'm your host, your boy. This is my
Right.
beautiful co-host, Creature. What we do on the show is we talk about movies. We go on the internet and we figure out what the internet critics and the internet audience score these movies on the scale of 0 to 100. We've now moved into the rapid fire round. We're going to stop talking about movies and we're just going to start scoring them. If you'd like to be on the show, please hit up by one of our admins. We got Emoji J, Micah, and Vampy. Here we go. Time for the rapid fire round. And right now I've got the score at Jubilee with 4, Danny with 3, and Panda with 2. This is anybody's game right here.
Hold on, you got Jubilee with what?
I got 4, 3, 2.
4, 3, 2. That's what I got. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Okay, thank you for knowing a little bit of math.
All right. No, I thought you said it out of order. That's why. All right. But let's start off with The Lion King, since we're gonna keep it on this. You know what I mean?
All right, so it is on Yeah, hold on.
It's no more talking. It's just straight scoring, guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the best I can to keep movies coming. I'm gonna do the best I can. I'm doing all I can.
Jubilee, what do you think the Lion King scores were?
90-95.
All right, Panda.
80-90.
All right, and Danny.
60-80.
Hakuna Matata. Sorry, I had to say it.
The critics gave the critics gave this movie a 92%. The audience gave this movie a 93%. Jubilee with another point. All right, Creature, what do we got?
Jurassic Park.
I'm gonna say
Oh, I got time and take a breath.
We're going with it.
Okay.
You're familiar. Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I can say he thought about it. Yep, you're familiar. Yeah, we're going with it. All right.
I'm gonna say 79.94.
All right.
I'm going with 8.
No, Panda. It's on Panda.
I'm gonna go 68-70.
68-70.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Danny, your turn now.
80-90.
80-90. I can't believe y'all had never seen Free Willy. What in the world?
I fell asleep to Jurassic Park.
First
Jurassic
of all,
Not too much on the contestants.
Like, what?
The
What
critics
is
gave the critics gave Jurassic Park a 92%. Audience gave it a 91%. Danny with the point.
All right. Going out on a limb. Transformers.
Transformers with Michael Bay. Oh my God!
Um,
Never been so excited before in my life. I love it.
That is on Danny.
It's on you, Danny.
60-70.
60-70.
Jubilee.
65-75.
65-75.
I'm gonna go 75-80.
What was yours?
75-80.
75-80. All right.
Ooh, this one was close. And we had a tie. The critics gave this movie a 57%. The audience gave this movie an 85%. Danny and Jubilee both tied, which means they both get a point.
Who tied?
Danny and Jubilee. He said 60-70, that's 3 and 15, it's 18. She said 65-75, that's 8 and 10, that's 18.
All right. No, you're good. Do you know how to explain that? You're good.
Oh, I was just, if anybody was curious about the scores, that's how that works.
Oh. All right. Okay. Pocahontas.
What? Pocahontas?
Yep.
Can you guys all paint with the colors of the wind?
No.
All right, I believe so. We'll go with Jubilee this time because Danny went first last time.
Pocahontas. I'm gonna say 60-74.
50-85.
Panda, it's Panda, it's Panda. Sorry, Panda this time. Sorry.
I'm gonna go 60-70.
All right, and now it's on you there, Danny. Sorry.
50-85.
You said 85, right?
Yep.
The critics gave this movie a 53%. The audience gave this movie a 64%. Panda with the point.
All right. Okay, we still got more time. All right. How about Avatar?
Avatar.
Uh-uh.
2 no's.
Matrix?
The Matrix. Yes, yes, no.
Panda. Panda are gonna have a movie date.
Finding Nemo is my last option, and then
All right, Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
You can always go to the Disney well. You can always go to the well. All right,
Chuck.
Finding Nemo is on Panda.
I'm gonna go 70-80.
All right, Danny.
I'll just do 50-50.
Okay,
I'm
and
gonna go 85-90.
You said 50-50?
Yes.
And you said what, Jubilee?
85-90.
85-90. Okay. All right.
the critics gave this movie a 99%. The audience gave this movie an 86%. Jubilee with the point.
Okay. One last try, guys. Please work with me here. I'm doing the best I can. Little Mermaid.
It's the head nods for me. That is on.
Y'all finally just took the
Jubilee.
last movie, so I'm done. I'm fresh out. I had to make a whole list of movies for these
It's all right. I
guys.
got plenty of movies. I got some of them. I got a couple in the bag.
It's on you now. Just saying. I am fresh.
Jubilee, Little Mermaid. It's on you.
I'm gonna say 90-95.
There's no way they've seen Ted, nothing like that.
I've seen Ted.
Step Brothers,
I've seen
Happy
Ted.
Gilmore.
I've seen Step Brothers.
Yeah,
Nope.
love Happy
Yeah, you
Gilmore.
really nailed that one, brother.
All three.
What
of
were your
y'all.
numbers again, Jubilee?
All three of you.
90-95.
Panda.
I'm gonna go 75-80.
90-93.
95. She said 90-95.
And what was the second one?
Panda, what was your numbers?
75-80, I think. I don't remember now.
75-80. Okay. Sorry, y'all.
And we go to Danny.
I'll do 65-75.
The critics gave this movie a 91%. The audience gave this movie an 88%. Point goes to Jubilee. We got time for one more movie, and I'm going to say it for you guys. We're going Step Brothers.
Yeah, there you go.
We all seen Step Brothers.
Danny, are you familiar?
Yeah.
I'm familiar with it. I've never seen it though.
All right. We finally get people to play the game at the end. I love it. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. Step Brothers. That goes to Jubilee.
I'm gonna say 65-74.
Okay. And next one goes to Penda.
I'm gonna go 60-70.
60-70.
70.
Mhm.
And Danny.
40-55.
Congrats to everybody. Y'all did a wonderful job. I tell y'all ahead of time, thank you, but it was hectic on me. I ain't gonna lie. y'all put a whooping on me, man.
I
Anytime
need to look at the
anytime I
picture.
have to start doing this right here, anytime you see a second list of movies, you know it's a problem. I'm just saying.
The critics gave this movie a 55%. The audience gave it a 69. Getting the last point is Panda, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough for her to win the show.
No.
The show winner is Jubilee. And now, before we get to our wonderful contestants, Creature, what do you got going on?
Man, I don't have anything going on right now. I just want to make sure everybody, please favorite everybody. Hit me and DJ, your boy with the fave. Please, we will favorite you back if you favorite us. Just let us know. And that's all I really want to get across. You know what I mean? Like faves is how you make it on the app. The more friends you have on the app, the farther you'll get on the app. So don't forget that. You know. But if y'all favorite me, let me know and I will favorite you right back. Just
I
type.
got you.
Pretty
Love
sure I
it,
have you
love
blocked,
it,
but
love
I'll
it.
unblock you. It's cool.
I got all y'all.
Now,
back.
Panda,
kidding,
thank
I'm
you so
kidding.
much for being on the show. Could you let everybody know what you have going on the app coming up?
I already got you favorited, girl. Jubilee. Don't even start that.
I have an auction in August, and I don't remember anything else at this moment.
Yeah, short and sweet. I
Yeah.
like it. Danny, what do you have coming up on the app?
I do a show every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Wednesday's Pride's Downfall. Thursday's Addiction Hour. And Friday is business hours where people can promote their shows, featured or non-featured. And
See,
Saturday I'm
awesome.
doing Med Story.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And now, last, but obviously not least, El Campeon Jubilee. Please let everybody know what you have coming up on the app.
I personally don't have anything, but I'm an admin for Top Badge Jordaddy. She is starting up a new show. This will be the third week we're doing it. It's called Jormanji, a little play off of Jumanji. It's a little bit of scavenger hunt, trivia, kind of like a whole, like even charades, It's a lot of fun so far. Like I said, we need contestants. So if you guys want to, DM me, if you guys want to be part of it, super fun, super, super fun. A good time.
What day is the
You guys
show?
just it's Friday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, every Friday night.
Awesome. Well, now, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and just play the outro music for the game show. If you guys like to stick around, that's awesome. If you don't, I completely understand. But, ladies and gentlemen, it's the News
Thank you.